Cousins introduces the opening film in tonight's moviedrome double bill, The Fly.
David Cronenberg is a mild-mannered Canadian who has made some of the most horrific artworks of the century. Scanners, Rabid, Videodrome and The Brood were, for me, brilliant and unsettling movies about our bodies and our fears. His controversial new film, Crash, is surely a masterpiece. When Cronenberg's long-planned film, Total Recall, fell through, it later appeared with Arnie Schwarzenegger. Comedian Mel Brooks offered to produce a remake of the 50s B-movie, The Fly, with Croners at the helm.
I call them telepods. They're controlled by this.
Thank God for that.
The director liked the idea of a film about decaying bodies, but rewrote the script, preserving just one line of Charles Edward Pogue's original. The outcome was by far his most successful film to date.
Teleportation?
Please.
Released in the mid-80s, it was widely taken to be a film about AIDS. In fact, what attracted the director was the way that Goldblum's character ages before his lover's eyes. We've all got the disease, he said, the disease of being finite. I think this helps explain why I find the film so emotional. Goldblum's performance, look at his face and hair and eyes in the very first sequence, reminds me of Lon Chaney's as the Phantom of the Opera, or Charles Laughton's as the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Each is in love with a woman who is repelled by his looks. Watch the last scene in this movie, think of someone you're in love with, and see what happens.
Do you ever change?
It's noticeable how simple Cronenberg's film is. It's basically two characters in a room, which looks like a cellar with dust constantly in the air. Only the music is epic. In the original script, the flyman loses the power of speech. Cronenberg changes this. He makes his monster articulate. He makes him explain how he feels as his flesh falls away.
It's unrelenting every day there. It changes. Every time I look in the mirror, someone different, someone hideous, repulsive.
What happened?
I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Cronenberg fills the dialogue with complex, funny ideas. Look at the scene, for example, where Davis and Goldblum talk about the poetry of steak. It makes me so angry when I hear people say, as one critic did of Crash, that this director's films are beyond depravity. In the hands of Mr. Cronenberg, cinema tries to tell the truth. That's what people don't like.